That bitch stole my motherfucking debit card and used it to buy some weed from the hair store. What's good, y'all? It's your girl Lex, and I am back with another video. Well, a story time anyway. And this is gonna be, about the coworker from hell, because she was a thieving bitch. She was a stealing bitch, okay? She was stealing all the time. Like, she woke up and was stealing, okay? Now, if y'all are new here, go ahead and click that thumbs up button and go ahead and hit that subscribe, because, it's lit over here. So, let's go ahead and get started with this video. This took place around, I want to say like 2013, 2014, which is a long time ago. But listen, I've been working in the food industry for so long, since I was like 17. So I was like 19 at the time, 19, 20, wasn't even 21. And I had moved up to Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, not even 21, I moved up to Norfolk, Virginia. Didn't know not nobody up there, but just decided out of nowhere, I'ma fucking move to Virginia. And YOLO, right? I don't work for them no more, so I can go ahead and say it. I was working for Cookout, and I was a trainer. So, trainers, they just like travel around or whatever. Quote unquote red shirt. If y'all don't work at Cookout, y'all already know what a red shirt is, especially if you was on a traveling team. So I was a red shirt. And I had moved up to Virginia, and I ain't know nobody up there. So like my first couple of weeks, I was filling everybody in. Cause if y'all ain't never been to Norfolk, like some parts, yes, of course, it's a military base or whatever. Yes, of course you got that. But baby, it's the hood. Depending on where you at, it's the hood. Now, oh my goodness, I'm gonna change their names around because I don't want nobody to be, feeling embarrassed or whatnot. So there was these girls I was working with, and obviously I was a trainer. So basically, I was over them. They was like, little girls at the time. They was like 18, 19. You know what? I'm like 19, 20. So I don't even know why I'm saying that they was little girls, but they used to call me Mama Lex because I was not having it. Like, I was mature for my age. So it's these group of girls. They turned out to be my bitches. Okay, I love them. I really do. I miss them for real, for real. But anyway, it was this group of girls, and we done got along. We working together. These are my work bitches. Okay. These three, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a name. Okay, so the thieving girl, I'm just gonna call her Jay. Okay. Jay, she always stealing. And then her two friends, which was Kelly and Sharon. Ugh, I don't like that name. Shanique. We're gonna say Kelly and Shanique, right? Kelly, Shanique, and Jay. Kelly and Shanique was my bitches, okay? Like, they was my girls. They was my girls, okay? And Jay, she was cool or whatever, but she always gave off this like weird vibe. Like, I didn't know what it was. Like I said, I was new, so I ain't really like know her like that, but I was trying to feel her out, and she always gave off this like weird vibe. I never knew what it was. And she always had this stank face. So, you gonna have a stank face. I ain't really about to be tripping off you too much. Like, whatever. You do you, and I'm gonna do me. That's it. So I get to know Jay, because I'm there for like months. So I get to know Jay. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a cool person, whatever. So next thing you know, I'm working at a drive-thru. She's like the person that's taking the order. I'm the person that's taking the money. And this is when shit start getting real. Like, I start noticing like stuff start going missing, right? So, like I said, I was a trainer, so I could eat whatever I want for the free. For the free. I was hooking my niggas up too, because you get hungry and they ain't want to have to pay. And I was a trainer and I ate for free, so you get what I'm saying. One day, I'm like over there eating a ranch wrap. I got it hidden in the sauces and stuff like that, because you can't eat at the register, but you get hungry. So I had like a ranch wrap or whatever. And, I done ate like a couple bites off of it, but it's still like a nice length of a ranch wrap. It's probably still like half of a ranch wrap left, right? So it's slow. And I was like, can I go smoke real quick? And they was like, yeah, go smoke, but make sure you come back, because you gotta let Jay go on her break. So I was like, cool, Jay, I'm about to go outside, go smoke, whatever. Right. She was like, okay, cool, I got this, whatever. So I go outside, and I was like, oh shit, I left my ranch wrap in there. But it don't matter, because I'm about to smoke, so there's no need for me to have it. I was like, it's gonna be there whenever I get back, because once I get done smoking, I'm gonna get hungry after a while. So I was like, it's gonna be there or whatever. So I get back in there after smoking. I was gone for like 5 minutes. Go back in there, and I get back in my position. And I'm looking down here in the sauces. I'm like, where the fuck
fuck is my wrench wrap?
Like, Jay, where my wrench wrap go? She was like, oh, DeWine came over here and seen it. He was the manager. DeWine came over here and seen it and he threw it away. So I was like, you ain't telling me it was mine? Because he wouldn't have threw it away. He was like a young manager, so he wouldn't have threw it away. He wouldn't have touched it. So she was like, no, he just threw it away. He was like, this ain't supposed to be right here. And I'm just like, DeWine? What? Okay, whatever. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here looking at her and she has literally, not kidding, literally a white speck right here.
Bitch, I know you fucking lied.
Like she was just eating something with ranch on it, right? So I'm like, you got something on your face. And she was like, oh, like she like acted surprised, like, oh my God, like basically being guilty. You could guess why. So anyway, DeWine come up there and he like, Jay, go ahead and go on break. And she goes and, goes on break. Well, she tries to go to break. She asked me to sit in my car. So I was like, okay, I ain't tripping about that because at this time, still, I didn't know her track record. Okay, I didn't know that she was a 5-figure bitch. Okay. So anyway, I was like, sure, whatever. Give her the keys to my car. She goes sit in the car, whatever. Like 10 minutes go by. I'm starting to get the munchies. I'm like, I remember she told me DeWine threw away my wrench wrap. So I was like, okay, whatever. I go over there, I'm like, DeWine, why you throw away my wrench wrap? You knew I was over there eating it because you knew I was the one that ordered it. They're like, what you talking about?
Well, hold on on that. Hold on.
I was like, Jay told me you threw away my wrench wrap. He looked at me and was like, I literally been at the desk. I ain't been up to, well, we're going to call it register 1 because that's really what it was called. Well, he didn't know what I was talking about. So I was sitting there looking stupid. Like, basically about to fight him because he done threw away my wrench wrap. And I'm like, if he just said he ain't touched my wrench wrap, because I believe him, okay? I believe him. He ain't the type of person to just go looking for stuff and then throwing stuff away. Like I said, he was cool. He was laid back. He was chill. He didn't really want to do nothing, so he always was sitting down. So I know for a fact his lazy ass ain't come over there searching for my wrench wrap and throw it away. So it started clicking in my head like, she had white on her mouth. And when I came back, she was chewing. I didn't even tell y'all that. When I came back, she was already, like, she was chewing. But it was like she was trying to hurry up and she was swallowing. Then she gonna try to drink some water or whatever. It looked, I swear, she was in there eating my fucking ranch wrap. So she come back for break. Meanwhile, I told you that she has my keys to my car because I let her sit in the car and eat or whatever. Do whatever she want to do, right? And she comes back and I was like, girl, DeWine told me he ain't throw in my ranch wrap. She was like, wait, that's crazy because he came over here and threw it away. Like, she's still going along with the law. Like, what? Like, that's crazy. He came over here. He must have forgot. Like, bitch, just tell me you ate it. It's fine. Like, I always hook y'all up with food. Like, if you ate my ranch wrap after I just already ate off of it, just let me know. Like, just keep it hot. Let me know you done ate it. I ain't gonna leave nothing else around your ass, but just let me know. Like, girl, it's not that serious. She just going along with it. I'm just like, yeah, all right. Like, that's my, like, red flag. It's going up. Like, she's a thief. Like, I know this bitch ate my fucking ranch wrap. Like, I'm not just being fat. I know she ate this shit. The day go by or whatever, and it's time for me to go home, right? And that day, I had on, like, when you work at Cookout, you get hats or visors. This is at that time. You either get a hat or you get a visor. I had left my visor in the car. And when I get in the car, like, the next morning, I'm at work. And I went with my visor because my hair is cute. I had just dyed it. It was blonde and everything. Like, my hair was cute. And I wanted with my visor. And I'm looking in the car because I knew it was on my passenger seat. I know for a fact that that visor was sitting there. I know for a fact, okay? So I'm like, where's this visor? I'm looking under the seat. I'm looking in the bag. I'm looking in the armrest. I'm looking like, where's my visor? And I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. I must have took it in the house, left it, lost it, must have dropped out of the car. Whatever, not a big deal. I just asked for another one. Boom, I come into work at 9. So all the girls, they come at like 11, which is basically like when it really opened. So Jay comes walking in with Kelly and Shanique. She come walking in with Kelly and Shanique. And I'm looking at Jay like, where the fuck she get this visor? Because every time I don't work with her, ever since I've been here, this is like 2 months in. Ever since I've been here, she's always had a hat. And she's always had a ponytail, like a weave ponytail in the bun. Never had a visor. Ever. Ever. Okay? She come walking in with a visor and I knew off the rip that that was my motherfucking visor. I knew off rip that was my visor. This bitch done stole my... No. This, like, my husband's tripping. Like, she's not gonna get in my car after I allow her to get in my car and just take something as stupid as a visor. So I'm like, you know what, you tripping. You need to go home and check and make sure that your visor is at the house. Because that could be like one of her little friend hats. Like, it don't always have to be your hat. Like, you can't just be like, you was a thief. I had to go home and check, like, check and see if my visor was in there. They go on or whatever. And I start noticing that Jay is missing. I'm like, what happened to Jay? And Shanique come over there, and she looking at me like she looking like mad, like big fucking mad. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like, that bitch stole my motherfucking debit card and used it to buy some weed from the hair store. And I was like, who? Like, who? Like, what? She was like, Jay. And I was like, what? Because y'all don't understand, like, these three was like the three amigos, three musketeers. Like, they was like inseparable. They was at parties together. They went to school together. They was everywhere together, okay? So I was like, what? She was like, yeah. So I was like, how you know she stole your card and used it at the hair store? She was like, I don't know how they figured it out, but her and Kelly basically trapped her and called her into a lie. Because I think it was something like she had said she went to the hair store the day before or something like that. But she had already asked them to borrow money and nobody gave her money, or nobody didn't have it to give her to go to the hair store. So they was like, how you afford to go to the hair store and you were just asking us for money? Like, you just asked us for money and you come in with a new hairdo. Like, and Shanique had said her car had been missing since they was hanging out that Friday night, because they came through the drive-thru and they was lit. They was drunk. I remember that. They had came through and they was all in the car with a couple of other girls that worked there with me. And she was saying like how her car had got missing, because I remember her talking about that. But I was like, that ain't my business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So whatever. I hope you find it. Boom. Basically, her and Kelly, Shanique and Kelly, caught her in a lie. And she ended up telling the truth. And then she stormed out and left. When I tell you, they were about to whoop her ass in that parking lot. They were about to drag her. Now, like I said, Norfolk is the hood. Depending on where you at, though. But, hey, them girls don't play. So, they was like, I know this bitch stole my car. I know she got my car, whatever. So, like, she's looking at her, like, past transactions or whatever. And she notices that it's the hair store that they always go to with Jay. And, like, she even admitted that she stole her car. Like, you stole your best friend's car and used it for some hair. And she told you she didn't have it to give you. So you stole her money that she was going to use for her bills and for her gas for some weave. Not to mention, you done stole my ranch wrap, you petty thief. And you stole my hats. Because I went home and I was looking for it everywhere. And it comes to the fact that I had put a bread tie. Y'all know bread ties like red, green, orange, whatever. I had put a bread tie on the back of my visor. Because it was just something that my store back here in NC did. We just put bread ties on our apron. We were just acting like we was like in some type of like hierarchy mafia or some shit, right? And so I'm just like, you stole a hat. You stole my ranch wrap, which I'm still pissed about. Like, girl, why you even have to lie? Like, if you was that hungry, you should have told me, because I told y'all. I got y'all. You stole the ranch wrap. You stole your girl card and swiped it for some weave. And it's just the fact that I was working with this girl, like, it's so many things, like, after the fact, you start adding up and being like, damn, this bitch probably stole more than just my ranch wrap. Because a lot of my stuff got thrown away while I was working with her. It probably got thrown away in her mouth and in her stomach. Because sis was a thief. And nobody wants to work with a thief, especially if she handling cash. I'm so happy that she ain't take no money and they was like, your drawer was short or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, that's a story time about the time that I was working with a thief, the thief of thieves. That's it. But anyway, if y'all like that, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe. It's your girl, it's Too Real without the same.